Good day. Good day. Hello, everybody. I'm early. I'm way early. It's 11:30, and it's not 12 o'clock. I'm gonna make it short because you know what, guys? I am tired. I came home, laid across the bed, and went to sleep, guys. Um, but I had to get this out there, so please forgive me if for those who are waiting at 12. I started a little bit early, but I wanted to make sure you guys get this at 12. Well, today is Tuesday. Well, tonight is Tuesday, April the 12th, 2022. Today is actually my favorite cousin in the whole wide world, Charnay Pierre. That's my backbone. Well, Mill's my backbone, but my cousin, that's my side. She's my side, and I love her dearly. So if you're listening to me right now, I would like to tell you happy birthday. And I know, looking at your Facebook, I'm on Facebook now, guys. Looking at your Facebook, I know that you're having that you had a great birthday. Can't wait to see you on the 30th. And tomorrow is going to be Wednesday, the 13th, 2022. I hope you guys have a lot going on, a lot planned. Do you guys, that's a good question. Excuse the fan in the background because, guys, we are in the bed, and you know what? I have to sleep with a fan, but do you guys plan out your your week? How do you guys plan out your week? Do you plan every hour? I remember back in the day when I was in college, and I had this professor, and he basically had like a life sentence because he just found out that he was diagnosed with cancer. When he found out that he was diagnosed with cancer, they only gave him a couple of months to live. But with those couple of months that he was living, he decided, and this was at Jonesboro University, it was an online class, but he decided to, we had a class on time management, but he decided to ask us, how do we manage our time? Because every hour counts, especially when you have a sentence on you. Every hour counts. So what do you do within the minute, within the hour? Because even the minutes count. You think 1 minute is quick, but it's actually a long time. So what do you do? And he was basically saying that what we do with our lives, some people waste time. You waste time because you don't plan out what you do every hour. Some people say, well, I have a whole lot to do and I'm really busy and stuff. And you're not busy. It's just that you didn't manage your time. So what are you doing with your time? That's the question I would ask for you today. What are you doing with your time? Think about that. That's something to think about. And that should be like a goal for all of us this week. Have get your date book or whatever, and you got it even on your phone, and just manage the stuff that you do in a day to see where do your time go. A lot of people say, well, I work. Yeah, me too. I work, and it feels like my 12. Some people work 12 hours, some people work 8, and I'm gonna tell you, my 8 hours sometimes feel like 12, and it is in those who sit behind the desk and push papers all the time. You can tell anybody, people thinking pushing papers is easy, but it's also mentally draining, where the people who do the 12 hours working at a plant or whatever, you're actually doing more physical labor, where we have to sit down and do the mental part of it. But at the end of the day, it can be draining. But what do you do after those hours when you finish completing your task and all of this stuff? What do you do for yourself after those hours? What do you do with your family on those hours? Because time is of the essence. And some people say time is money as well. But time is of the essence, and we can't take that for granted. So make sure, and I don't know why I'm talking about this, but make sure that you Whatever you do, every time God puts you on this earth and you open up your eyes, always note that you are here for a reason and what you're doing with your time. How you decided to spend your time. That's the question. Because the reason why I'm talking to you guys about that, because that's what I'm working on myself. It's like God is bringing back things that people had taught me, or had basically, yeah, taught me back in the day, and I'm just remembering all of this stuff. Time. A lot of people think we play around with time, and we always say that we don't have enough time when we do. So if there's a goal or something that you want to complete, if you want to own your own business, run your own business, own whatever it is that you want to do, you have the time, but you have to make time for it. You have to make time for yourself. You got to make time for your health. You got to make time for your children and your family and things like that. Put them first, okay? But today's topic is, who are we to judge? Who are we to judge? The reason why I came up with this topic is because of the stuff that is going on. Excuse all of that. But the stuff that is going on today with Will Smith and Jada, and it's like the man just went up there and slapped somebody, or well, for talking about his wife. And I do see both sides. I'm on the side, I wish that he had never done it, because for the simple fact, I'm not trying to make this a racial thing, but this is the first time we ever been able to get stuff like this. It's the first time for a black man to produce it, and it was just a time for black people, period. And I just wish that it never happened like that, but it did happen, and it's okay. But since it did happen, it's like everybody has their opinion about their marriage, their relationship. It's like they knew about them for a long time. And granted, yes, Jada did the red table and all of this other stuff, but it's like now they're criticizing them and saying that she don't love him like she thinks she love him. He loves her more and all of this, because you could tell by the way he's looking in a photo and all of this. And it's just crazy how people can just tell you about who you are, and you. And so shout outs to them if they're listening. Now, I don't know, but shout outs to them, because there's a saying where it says, like, you're against the world. And him and Jada are against the world right now. It's them, it's Will and Jada, and they're against the world, because it's like people are coming at them from all different angles. So right now you have to be stronger. And it just reminded me about the Bible where with David always used to pray and ask God especially when he done something wrong. And remember, David was after God's own heart. If I'm saying it right, please correct me. But David really, really knew how to get to God with his songs and his prayers and things like that. But he always prayed and asked God never to put him in the hands of man. And it's really, really true, because man would torment you more than God. And it's just crazy, because I was listening to Ricky Smiley yesterday, and I was just talking about it with my husband, but I was listening to him, and he even said it. He was like, I just pray this man don't kill himself. And it's just how far that we are willing to go. It's just like everybody has their point of view of what should have happened or what shouldn't. And it didn't happen like that. If I was in this situation, this would have been done, and this would have been done, and blah, blah, blah. But thank God that you guys wasn't in. I wasn't in that situation. But we can't say what's going on in their home. Even though, yes, she had an entanglement and things like that, that's them people business. And I realized that when people want to talk about what goes on in other people's lives, that's because they got hidden secrets in theirs, and they don't want nobody to know what's going on in theirs. So you have to be careful. Try not to be that person that want to talk about what's going on in somebody's life, not focusing on your own. Try to be the person that want to do better, and just focus on making yourself better. Because I tell you right now, I am not perfect. When somebody comes to me with advice and things like that, I let them know, listen, I got my own stuff I'm going through, so listen. I have one of my homegirls who would be calling me, and they would, because I'm the type of person, I do put my emotions in the stuff. And when they call me and tell me stuff, and I tell you quick, okay, and they be like, well, what you want me to do? And I give them both sides, Tasha. Do you want them to hate you, or do you want them to tell? Because I can tell you both sides. I can, and it's funny, but at the end of the day, you have to get the understanding of people, and we cannot judge. And it's so hard. It is so hard to not judge people. It is so hard because sometimes you could be judging somebody and don't even know that you're judging them. And we already give our expectations of how we think a person should act, but they are human. What he did, yes, granted, it probably was a mistake, but it was built up. And listen, he did it. They got over it. Chris did what he handled it the way he wanted to handle it, and so forth. And the academy, they handle it the way they want to handle it. But we shouldn't be just nailing that man on the cross. It is what it is. He defended his wife, and he's feeling good about himself, even if he's not. And it's like they put out this video, and I don't even understand that. And this video was since 2018. And I hate that. I hate when people go back in the past. I hate when people tell me something about somebody in the past. Like, yes, I understand they did that to you, but we are in a whole nother year. Tell me what they did to you this year. Or tell me what they did to you today. And if they didn't do nothing, then leave it alone. Like me and my favorite cousin, we was talking. And I know all of my other cousins are going to be like, favorite cousin. But we was talking. Me and Shanae was talking one time. And I was telling her. And she was like, why you never talk to this certain person? And I was like, I don't know why. Why you don't like them? I don't know why I don't like them. And she was like, well, you need to check that. And I say, yeah, I do, because it's come to find out I'm the one with the problem. I don't know why I don't like them. And sometimes you got to be careful, because some people be like discerning spirits. Yes, discerning spirits. But one thing about a discerning spirit, if you have the power of discerning spirit, it's not going to teach you not to like somebody. It's not going to teach you not to it's not going to teach you, not to dislike somebody. The power of discerning spirit. It probably tell you, hey, just stay away from this person. I feel something's wrong with this person. But it would never tell you to actually dislike a person. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you're supposed to watch and pray. But if you guys disagree with me, let me know. But at the end of the day, I just feel like we need to just stop judging each other and start praying more, because we are supposed to work together for the good. And it's like we was implanted to always destroy and